Oh, you like that outfit. Alright, good morning. 2 continuing attempts. Drop the pawn pickup. Okay, and Mushroom Boy. Right, so it's been a while since I focused on finishing Blasphemous and I tried Cataclysmo. But I need to relearn how to actually use my controller for this game because it's always a bit of a problem when you play similar games that have different control schemes. Well, as long as it works. Bad. Plan for today is basically same as always. Thank you, Mushroom Boy. Not sure which bosses I want to go with, but it's probably gonna be conjunctivius. Based on the fact that he is done for a long time. It's probably gonna be conjunctivius since I do want to at some point beat him. In a flawless manner. Oh, it's an elite. Unfortunately, I don't really yet have stuff to trigger. Well, I had hoped I could force him back. Ooh. Nerves of Steel. I think I have switch those two around. Getting a legendary this early, definitely kind of appreciate it. There's a bunch of people. Good damage already. But yeah. I don't even know when I last played Dead Souls. It's like 2 weeks ago. What happened in the meantime? Not a lot. There's a new position at my company that my mother just absolutely wants me to apply for, but I have no intentions to. Otherwise, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been released. I have no intention of playing it, but the media coverage about that, or well, Ubisoft's own announcements were kind of funny. Because they completely refused to give out any sales numbers. And instead just focused on the players, which getting a lot of players isn't really that difficult if they're on a subscription service, if you offer your game for basically free. Okay, it's the garden. Conjunctivius means the sewers. It's the castle outskirts. I'm gonna kill you this last guy to make sure I have the highest possible chance of getting the 30 enemy door. I think that train might already have gone though. Oh, that's Castlevania. Alright. I'm at boss level 3, meaning I only get a flask of every boss, if I recall correctly. So I get a total of 3. Meaning I am... yeah, no, that didn't work. Meaning I will not currently use it. So I continue on to the sewers, ancient sewers, conjunctivius. Afterwards I need to see. I don't think I've beaten any of the bosses flawlessly yet. For the giant I need a shield. Alright. Otherwise, has anything else released interesting? Not I could currently think of. Monster Train has been announced, Monster Train 2, which I'm gonna play. Otherwise, not a lot. Not a lot. I've also not been doing too much, mainly working. I don't know if I need Hokuto's bow to increase the damage of the nerfs of steel. It definitely helps against the small chaff though. Yeah. God damn it. Having a legendary early on does help, but I think until I actually get, when I actually get to an area where I need a legendary, it's probably too low damage to actually do anything. Okay, those things annoy me. Especially since I can't even push them into a wall for damage. Oh, I completely forgot Mushroom Boy. Ooh, Scrubbles? Just money. Would have preferred a heal. Story I've read. I'm pretty sure at this point I've read all of the story that isn't hidden behind a, like, numbered door. Whenever I say numbered door, I think of 999. Wait, is you better? No, you're not better. Don't jump projectiles is reduced. I think I prefer that. I wonder, I think I may need to bring a, like, some kind of healing mutation. Especially from now on, with how few healing pots I get. Take a cluster grenade. But yeah, Blasphemous is finished. And I have basically focused on that for now to finish it, because I was nearly done. I'm taking a lot more damage here than I should. Alucard's sword. I don't think I want it. I could sell it, but I don't know if that's worth the time here. Yeah, perfect. The scissors are definitely not worth the time, but I'm here. Otherwise, bought a few games again. Gonna have to try them. Mostly like city builders, I believe, and some roguelikes. There is a roguelike deck builder with a spaceship theme, which I'm gonna try. Ooh, root grenade, I'll take that. Roguelike deck builder with a spaceship theme, which I'll try. I kind of feel like, for some reason, I feel whenever something is spaceship themed, I think of FTL. Probably because it's one of the best spaceship themed roguelikes. Or maybe even the single best spaceship themed roguelike. To be fair, there aren't really that many spaceship themed roguelikes. Oh, wrong direction. Ah, perfect. Have a challenge rift that should give me another chance at a better ammo as well as a scroll. More tactics. Amulet is introduced and burn the ground. It's the exact same amulet, except it has worse stats. I cannot believe I made those two precision jumps and then not the last one. But yeah, I currently mostly just play Deadlock currently when I'm not streaming. Re-downloaded Warhammer 3 recently. Ow. Still looking forward to Mechanicus 2. Otherwise, there's a game released recently called Sworn, which is like a Hades-like that I was thinking about playing, but I think that one's more geared towards co-op, like 3-player co-op, and I don't know, playing co-op games on your own mostly always just feels weird, because they're not really designed for it. I have taken way too much damage here. I think this one's not gonna pan out. Especially since I still have to go through the ancient sewers, which I can't even find where they are. Oh, there's a... What does the star mean? Star enemy? Couldn't that be on the enemy then? You just don't show up on the map, huh? Right, whatever is more health. And yeah, I'm gonna need a healing perk. Okay, it's on the right. Is there anything else star? No. So, but that confirms to me that star enemies do show up on the map. Which is very good to know. More health by more brutality. Where do you go? Whip. Not really. I'll stay with ranged weapons. But for now, yeah, Blasphemous 2 is still on the itinerary to be played. Which I hope that there are some things that I hope are updated. Necromancy. Armadillo pack I'm gonna probably get as well. But for that I need a shield in my backpack. Yeah, Blasphemous 2, Endomanolia, Chrono Arc, Cataclysmal. And then I'll see further. But again, as always, suggestions very welcome. Because I cannot know all the games. Rogue Trader technically also still on the itinerary, just they are doing this stupid thing now where they released an incomplete game and then upgrade it over time, which I absolutely hate. Should have just brought out the complete game. So I'm gonna wait until everything is released, and then I'll see whether I continue, whether I start new, because at that point I've probably forgotten everything that happened in there. But it'll just show me again, especially for like this long kind of game. I don't really mind DLC at points. I do not like DLC that adds story in story-based games because it kind of never fits. Mass Effect 2 was kind of really bad, if I remember right. The 2 DLC characters kind of just got shoved in. I was thinking, not everything has to be a live service. For that, I prefer DLC like in Warhammer 3 and Stellaris, where you add more mechanics but not really more story. Can I talk to you? What do you need? Give me weapons, tactics. Explosive crossbow, no. Magic bow, no. Nurse of Steel, no. I'll take a shield, actually. Just for the Armadillo pack later. And that should be... Oh no. We restarted on any news. Scroll. Oh. I'm not sure yet which boss I want to do. For the final one. If I want an easy boss, it's probably gonna be King's Hand, who feels the easiest. Kind of interested in doing Dracula again now. I have 60 kills without taking damage. Lovely stuff. That went a lot better than the previous area. Ow. Hate those. There is a shop nearby. No, it's an elite. Well, so much for that. Jumping on an enemy stuns it. Minus 10% damage received. Wait, just jumping or the downward smash? Let me see. We got the Mario boots. Still kind of fighting with my controller, with my new controller, regarding this flicking issue that I had. Sometimes it still happens, but I think that's just something that the controller needs to get worked in. Nope. Even though it freezed and burned and poisoned. So, it had the entire suite on CC. That was stupid, I ran into that. What do we have? Ooh, a scroll. Okay, I see the exit. I'm kind of surprised there aren't any scorpions in this area. I'm also surprised I haven't found any keys yet. Revealed secret walls. Nah. Skills. I'm probably gonna keep money. Probably gonna try to keep some money. Ooh, there's a cannon. There's a chest. The deployables have shown themselves to be rather good. So I may consider going with those again. Tori's katana, unfortunately not my current build. More enemies, there's a key I missed. Let me just check if I care enough to go back for the key. Flashbang, money, cells, the bats, not really interested. I mean, for the cells I could go back, but I don't really care that much. Okay. I will bring along the cannon for now. And then I'll leave. So conjunctivius has up to, I believe, minute 21 that you have to beat him. Not sure if I might manage that, but if not, well, it happens. Well, I love my kunai. Don't just slow down target, shot speed is the first target. Yep, the nerfs of steel is neat, but I don't think it's gonna be that great going forward because most of the enemies now are too mobile for me to track. And Hokuro's bow kind of works really well with the bleeding. Alright. Let's go then. I am out of ammo. I managed to do that without taking damage. Jump me. Oh, I jumped them, right. The cannon's just absolutely cleaning. Fuck. Not flawless. And that was the second attempt. That was the second one, so that would have been flawless if I didn't get hit there. Very close, but it shows me I can very much do it flawlessly if I just use deployables, I guess. Sell the Spartan boots, do not want those. Sell the cluster grenades, do not want those either. Good job, Cannon. Slumbering Sanctuary. I think I'm gonna go to the graveyard instead, though. There are some enemies I think I could still... Just take the incentive. And hope I survive. Not flawless. There is actually no door behind them. No time to door. Okay, 40% chance. Mutations are fine. Now I just need to make sure I do not die. I still don't know if this is just a submarine sanctuary or how they built a... how else they built a, like, floating village over a sanctuary. Cannon. Okay, apparently the parry shield doesn't do anything on the projectiles of those teleporting ghosts, because I rolled through that now multiple times and it did nothing. Did not return it. This does return it. And we have a super ghost. %10 damage received. It does give me tactics. I don't really use the stun. Well, I just wasted my cocoon. On the other hand, they're both dead. Oh, there's a shop down there. I'm gonna go visit that. Are you real? I don't think I actually need anything, really. I'm gonna wait for the food shop, rather. Not worth it. The cannon is actually doing a lot more damage than I'd expect. I'd expect it to be like on par with other deployables, but then the fact that it condenses all of the damage into singular projectiles instead of having a bunch of them. Maybe the reason why it feels so high damage per shot. Okay, open the door. It's the first time I've seen one of those in the Slumbering Sanctuary, I believe. And I'm not interested in either of those. If the Hokuto's bow wasn't limited with its internal cooldown, I would absolutely bring a magic bow along, because that would like quintuple the damage. Unfortunately, it has a cooldown, so it doesn't. Ow. I think I already have to heal here. Then I can go do that elite. Damage from projectiles is reduced. Survival I prefer over brutality. Ah, my cocoon still had cooldown. I was wondering why it didn't block. Well. It happens. This combination does work rather well. Alright, now everything is evil again. I have to go to the very start. I will take that chest. Fuck you. Well. That went very well. I'm kinda scared of those big guys. Because I'm not that great yet at recognizing when they use the charge or when they use that one. Everything else here, not really an issue. Did he just drop like a massive diamond? Grab that chest. Go, Hayabusa boots. Not really. I think I'll go to the right first, see what's there. Aha. Haha. I remember. There's a big boy. Getting that hit was unnecessary. Or taking that hit rather. Store location, I think, yeah, it's just the alchemy laboratory. Get me more survival, actually. I think more healing might be preferred right now. They just lore walk at you, which is very nice. Sepulchre. The Sepulchre will kill me. I don't even know what's the other option. There's the clock tower, but I need to go from the upside. The Sepulchre will just kill me, so I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna put these cells into whatever outfit is the topmost, if I actually make it to the collector, that is. Actually, in that case it doesn't matter if I go to the Sepulchre or anywhere else, because I don't think I'll survive the next area anyway. Sepulchre requires me to bring the lamp along. I haven't seen a food shop yet, so I couldn't buy... Oh, less than 26 minutes. Nice. Grenade! Victims remain explode. You have more... Not the 60. I don't think I even did 60. Give me the adrenaline. I will probably never use it because I don't really use melee weapons. Alright. Okay, Sepulchre. The air alone will kill me. Is that a giant femur back there? I'll leave the bombard here for later. Ooh, shop. Tactics opens. Do you have a better Hokuto's bow? You have better kunai. Causes bleeding. What is this? 45 more damage. Items burn when they die. I don't think that's good enough. Nope. The upgrade I'd want is Hokuto's bow. Alright, look at the chest. That's a cursed chest, that's a no. Please be a food merchant. It is not a food merchant. It is a chest with, I believe, the third katana I pulled this run. Okay, here I need the key. Stay in the light. Have a scroll. Elite. On the plus side, that's the elite where you just need to stay inside his circle, and that is generally rather easy. That's a no. My cocoon. Need to remind myself to actually use that. Yeah, you just die. Grab me that, and then I'll have to activate that light. Where do I go? Those are just some free health. Key. I don't think that's to the exit already. What is actually the boss after the Sepulchre? Is it? I think it's just a timekeeper, yeah? dot. Fuck, I need a light. Why are there so many of them? Right. That wasn't nice. But I think I survived. Can you just shoot at this guy down there? I think I'm gonna kill this guy. Wasted my cocoon, unfortunately. Okay, more survival. It does give me less health currently, but it does make my mutations better, which is probably the better option right now. That was close. First sword is a no. You die to dot. Did not waste my cocoon this time. Ooh, chicken. Kebab. And here I need the next key. Okay. That's story. Down there we have a scroll which I'll bring along. Need more healing. Ooh, Hokuto's bow upgrade. Shots explode into a toxic cloud. That's perfect. That's probably the single best thing I could have hoped for. I'm not gonna fight that elite if I do not have to. 60 more seconds cooldown on my lights. I'll probably just stand around sometime. Both of those are a no. Tactics. I don't think I'll buy anything here. But I'll just check. No, I don't buy anything here. If there was like a good deployable, I might have taken it. But the problem is that I have to carry it along. Right, I will not fight that elite. Let me check if there's something behind the story room. No, it's just the alchemy laboratory. Okay. Then I'll have to contest with the next room. Or contend. Which I think I need to teleport them to. It poisons and it freezes. Give me that light. More healing. Where's light? Where's light? That was close. However, I think I actually got up health in this area. I also have a pretty large maximum. 11,000 is more than I usually have. Whether I can beat the timekeeper with that is another question. A very different one, I thought. More survival. Really not care about max health at this point. Alright, so one of those should be the cavern, I believe, and one of those should be the clock room. No, it's yeah, this should lead to the cavern, I think. Guardian's Haven, yep. I do believe I'm just gonna fight the Timekeeper though. I think the Timekeeper is the easier one. The baseline bosses all are the easiest, I think, so the here. The Concierge, Timekeeper and King's Hand. Can we reforge something? We can upgrade you, we can upgrade... Do I upgrade you? I don't think I upgrade you. I upgrade you! Incredible. One singular heal. Well, could probably... I'm gonna just take that. Because it doesn't even fill me up. Alright. Let's see how the dots play... see how you fare with the dots. I forgot to get my cannon. I fixed my cocoon. Apparently, I'm also not clicking fast enough to block all of the projectiles. Or there's just a cooldown on it, that's also possible. Okay, apparently you can parry behind you with the shield. With the amount of projectiles she has, the parry shield definitely helps. I think the parry shield was probably like half my damage there. Oh, Hunter's temporal outfit, that's near. I'd take actually the swarm grenade over the light. And one more scroll. Think we can return to damage. You know what? Go for Dracula. Do something different. Not flawless. We have 20 cells. Do you have a different outfit? He does have a different outfit. He has a suit. Oh wait, I have a blueprint for you. There's some weird sound going on right now. Try to kill those years before they do anything to me. And then completely forget to parry those guys. I know there is some dude doing construction like every weekend outside. So maybe it was just him. Oh yeah, I forgot Dracula just shows up. Dracula just shows up now and then. I forgot you have that much range. An elite beer. Not looking forward to that. On the other hand, I can just like cheese him. Oh wait, you can teleport. Dodging creates a toxic cloud. That's kind of neat. It's also more stats. It's not my preferred stat, but it's more. And quantity does have a quality all of its own. Yo, you can do that? I am happy I managed to parry one of those. Don't do that. It's probably the worst thing you can do. Okay. Too early. Wasted my cocoon. I completely forgot. I have biters. And I also completely forgot that biters are also kind of nuts with Okuto's bow. I ran into that. Really bad of them. Ooh, chicken. You did 5,000 damage? Did I see that right? That one did 2,000 damage. Holy shit. I didn't know the numbers are that inflated here. Fuck. Yeah, I wasted too much healing pots in the early stages, in the toxic sewers to be precise. But it was 5,000 damage, 5,300. And that was already reduced by 10%. So, what? 6,100? Around? No, 5,900. What do I take? Give me the lightning. So that I can't really use if they're not stunned in any capacity. On the other hand, that one I can very well use. Ooh, boots. Not really. Okay, grenade, doing a good job. Apparently lightning does a good amount of damage. Bring the deployables. Over the grenades. Oh yeah, bonus damage to enemies in water. Toxic sewers. Do I just take those? There's a scroll of power on the chest I want to take. But afterwards I think I'll just take the 2-minute door. What do you offer me? Twin blades? No. Do I bring the hunter grenade? Are there enemies still that I can take items from? Could be. So yeah, I'll bring the hunter grenade along. Powerful grenade would probably just straight up kill things, but I guess that's fine. Alright, 20-minute door. 2-minute door. What do you offer me? The cross, the crusher, or an amulet? I'll take the amulet. Fortunately, very rarely actually has items that I would like in my current build. I start with the armadillo pack because I don't really have any arrows there yet. I don't think there is a mutation I have for electrification, for electrified enemies. Could have taken the open wound to stack more dots. Wait, you deal actually DPS around the target, not only on the target. So that could be great against groups. How big around? Oh, that's actually good distance. This is just basically me. This is basically just me rolling around, pressing buttons. Not really watching what happens. There is another area back to the left. I hope it's not where the ancient sewers lie. Ooh, blood shield. I'll take that over the money shield. Now that I think about it, I'm actually surprised. These enemies with the claw, the green ones with the claws that jump at me, those are new. I'm surprised they can't get a blueprint from them. I also have all of the dots. Lovely. However, not really. Is it a dead end? No. That was a dead end, yes. Okay. More scroll. I hate you just hanging out in those... I kinda like that. I don't think it's very useful for most situations, but I like it. The Sith Lightning. It also has a very slight upwards aim, if need be. This would actually probably be really good with the Sadist Stiletto, since I apply all 4 debuffs currently. I have bleed. If I had the melee wounds, I'd have bleed. I have electrify. I have poison. I have stupid annoying birds that try to eat me. I have a shop down there I should still visit. Come out of the wall. Okay, we'll just die on there. Dracula's castle, that's a no, even though it is incentivized. Shop. Offer me a weapon. I can't afford a weapon. Oh. They do not die in time, which is very much so annoying. Sadist Stiletto. You know what? Bring it along. I do not poison anymore, but that's fine. Why can I not parry those? Am I that bad? That was just a bad timing on my part. It's gonna have to be a heal. Thankfully only one yet. Wait, what exactly do you do if the target is bleeding or poisoned? Oh, that's actually not that great. I thought it increased damage based on bleeding or poisoned. Frozen, stun, okay. Should have kept my other thing. Especially since it doesn't even work for, like, half the debuffs. Fun fact, the electrified debuff didn't exist when the game was originally created. Like, in the first... Ow! In the first releases. That debuff did not exist. I also remember a long time ago when burning didn't stack, you could only have one stack of burning. But in turn it also dealt like insane amounts of damage, but that was long, long ago. Or maybe I misremember. I'm pretty sure I remember it that way. Hate you. Give me a bit of survival. I'm actually surprised to say this stiletto only works on poison or bleeding, and not fire and electrified. This is probably the single most annoying type of elite, with the line going up. I'll take that. Mainly solely, actually solely. Actually solely. Because, what? I don't, I actually solely took it because it had tactics in there, but maybe I should have kept the survival. Yeah, okay, the lightning. Oh yeah, you can look at that. I completely forgot. Can you zoom? No. How many are missing? A number of them. So there are still blueprints I can get. Also, I completely forgot I have a mirror. Mirror, what do you say to me? The weird priest guy. Slumbering Sanctuary should be in the cards. All of those not my favorites. Hunter Grenade. I will bring it along for later. Slumbering Sanctuary should definitely... Oh, no teleporter. Slumbering Sanctuary should definitely be in the cards. To get to. And those do kind of look esoteric, so... Maybe they give me something related to tactics. Chicken. So the legendary chicken is the legendary Pollo Power is actually really good. Because it basically just lets you the eggs hatch and then you have like biters. Not actually biters, you have chicken, which is kind of even better because I think they deal more damage. But I think the baseline Pollo Power, not that great. The boomerang honestly feels kind of great, but it feels kind of great to use. It's just quick, bonk. Does that shield actually count light speed as a door? We do have 30 codes, so Toxic Use is a go. I would like to see the treasure room and see what that has to offer, and I think that's probably worth more than the... That's probably worth more than the 2-minute door. Is it? I think so. Well, the 2-minute door is actually just the treasure room, isn't it? The question has solved itself. Wrenching whip. Ignore shield is a very strong modifier. There's the Panchaku, I'm not really interested. I'm gonna take the Hunter Grenade though. Over the light speed. I should use all of my skills more. Do not forget it. Right. 2-minute doesn't really matter anymore, but I don't want to take more damage, so... Toxic Sewers it is. Nope. Ooh, kunai. Movement speed of the killing enemy, shots pierce the first target, number +3. Generates a shield and use present flammable oil. Do I have anything that sets things on fire, the wrenching whip? But nah, I think I'll take the kunai. Boomerang, like it. Get me, first of all, the Armadillo pack. Preventing damage is probably the single most important thing I currently can do. Even though I do prefer the barbed arrows, the barbed tips. Yeah, boomerang is funny. Holy shit, I parried one. I didn't parry that. Yeah, okay, so boomerang does not have any kind of aiming, except to the left or right. But it seems to be great damage-wise. Wait, how much damage did he deal? 351. No. Yeah, 351. Is the DPS just its damage? Oh, come on. Hate those stupid birds. What? Ooh, challenge rift. That has probably cost me a lot of life. Not yet at the 60. I don't think the ancient sewers uses a door. Yeah, give me that. Give me more tactics. I tried to roll too fast. Not quick too high. God damn it. The spikes have questionable hitboxes sometimes. Like, how did I not get hit by that 3 group at the end there? Alright. Those guys are at least rather easily parable. It's still funny to me that you can see, based on where the boomerang bounces back, whether a scorpion is there. Buried. Like here. I don't know why, but it's kind of funny to me. Damage seems to be fine. Mostly 30. Meaning I still need 30 more. Which is probably the single best use for those stupid birds. There's a bone. Which I'm probably just gonna sell. And more tactics. Cards. No. I think the cards are only useful when you're melee. Give me some survival. That's just story. That is an exit. Yeah, corrupted prison. Don't think I want to go there. I'll take that scroll fragment. How did I not notice that? Oh, because of that. Is there anything else I didn't notice? No, apparently I've been thorough. There's a shop. Let's go visit that. Tactics. I don't think I need to buy another shield. I'll just replace it when I can. Do I take Hokuto's? Was kind of rather expensive. Nutcracker, not that interested. I do hope I can get up to my required 20,000 before I find a food shop. Ooh, cocoon. I'll bring that along. Wait, Hokuto's bow, what do you do? Buy the scroll from the dead. This This stupid shit again. It's a toxic cloud when you take damage. Damage from projectile is reduced. It's basically the same I have, but better. Very easy parryable, yes. It makes them kind of okay. Yep, that's a poison cloud. Okay, ancient sewers. I would like to get to the 60 before I leave. There should still be enough enemies around. Well, that's just the door. How many enemies are still around? There's a bunch. There's a bit of shield I can take. I'll go through there anyway, so I will go and just fight until I see the 60 message pop up. With the amount of rats and birds we have here, that shouldn't actually be too difficult. If I pay attention and don't get got by grenades. Also kebab. Okay, this area is clear. Go ahead and get that shield. Because enemies bleed. Absorbs 95 when held up. That's not really relevant. Oh yeah, you do give me a shield when I parry. Ooh, legendary! That's a legendary Nerfs of Steel, which I already had last time. Nerfs of Steel. I don't think I'll bring that along, unfortunately. Sell this one as well. I saw that. Ooh, money. Wait, is it parry melee attacks? After successful melee parry, yeah. So not all parries, unfortunately. Have I gotten the 60? I don't know. Are there any more enemies? There are a few more enemies. Alright. I don't think I'll bring the owl along. I get hit too often for that. Where are more enemies? Nope, that was all of them. Okay, if I don't have the 60, then I got hit by, like, the two people who were number 60 and 61. Yeah. Oh, that kind of blows. Conjunctivius shouldn't be too difficult. Wait, first is the ancient sewers. Conjunctivius still has a time. Right, give me the boat tips. So, just don't wade in the water. And I should be fine. And also dodge all of this stupid... Well, so much for that. Can you even reach that? Kebab, I'll gladly take. Ooh, key. That's some free cells right there. You can turn around. Nope. He does not want to turn around. Thankfully the biters just ate him anyway. I rolled too early. Ow. Ah. Stupid toxic pools. There is an amulet that just makes you immune to toxic damage. And that is probably the single best thing you can have in this area. I just realized, does the color of my head change? Would actually be kind of funny if the color changed based on how much health you have. Electric whip is a no. What do we have? You died to dot. Bit of a trap gauntlet. With the stupid mushroom. And the number 2 door. With a little scroll at the bottom. Machete and pistol. Probably still my favorite game among the ones I've streamed. But no. Don't go back in. I don't think the weapon is that great in both its own game and here. I don't think I've ever used the machete and pistol combo. Or either of them very much, since you could just interchangeably. You could just change the melee the weapons interchangeably. And my favorite combo was Poison Knife and Darkness Claw. Not because it was strong, but because it was a balance issue. Stupid. Okay, good to know that if he teleports away, it's the same but more health. If it teleports away, the line stops. That's good to know. Also, we should now go for damage. Whenever we can. Anything else down here? Yeah, a little bit. Ah. There's a pyrotechnics. Do I want that? I don't think so. Oh, I can catch you. Fuck. I was too close. And now he died. Or did he? Yeah, he died. Disappointing. Stun grenade is probably no. I do like to keep the cocoon. These are a lot scarier when you're falling down instead of climbing up. Okay, I can see the exit. I have a treasure. Barnacle. Unfortunately, I don't have space. Because I want to keep the cocoon. Okay, that's nothing. I don't even know if I can still get the 60. I do have a key. I see an elite room down there. I don't know if I've been in that. And a shop. Skills. I'm not even gonna engage because I know I'm not gonna buy any. Yeah, let's go to that elite room. Well, that was easy. Download task, inflammable oil. I'd prefer not to take damage anyway. Do I have anything that sets things on fire? No. To the left. I think I'm gonna bring necromancy along again. Weapons. Anything good. Which basically means a better Hokuto's bow or a better kunai. Nope. In that case, there's bats up there, there's lightning, there's a cross. All of which aren't that amazing. So, 2 conjunctivius. I think the cross could actually be really good if you have a way to keep the enemies at arm's length. Keep the enemy just standing in it. I think the cells are worth the most. Alright. Give me the necromancy. It feels a bit weird to take the necromancy directly, actually. Isn't there also one that increases how often they drop food? I'm just thinking. Because that would probably be the most useful one. Give me necromancy. I already don't have any. Nah. Perhaps she just wanted to play. I don't think so. Also, it's a she. That's a she. Could have fooled me with all those tentacles. Well, not flawless. Also, before I forget. Oh, that was bad. I wasted my cocoon. Wait, I can't throw a... Okay, it tells me that it still has blueprints, but I cannot transform it. Okay. I hate this entire phase. But he still isn't difficult, or she, I guess, still isn't difficult. I will not take the Wave of Denial, I will take that scroll fragment. The Wave of Denial gets sold. Same as the boomerang. I think a Flawless should be definitely in the cards with them. Alright, Slumbering Sanctuary. Those guys might actually also be in the graveyard now I think about it. I think they're all. But it's fine. I think this is one of the enemies that transforms into a... like one of the green guys. When you hit him with a bomb because he's himself doesn't really have any attacks. I hope there's one early on, without too many other enemies around. I see one. Alright. Fuck. Died too early. Thankfully, most enemies are incapable of scaling a tiny little puddle, which very much helps me. Okay, scroll. Door. What do you offer me for your power? No. I can already see the magic man. Unfortunately, Magic Man has friends. Oh, don't eat him. The biters just kill him too quickly. I think I have to stop with the Hokuto's bow, because it increases the damage too high. I note there is another one below me. Okay, hit me. What is this? Fire Blast. Oh, that sounds interesting. Two times brutality, extra jump. Nah. This is the button. Alright, back to the start. At least this time it was very linear until now. Yo, you can parry that? The cocoon can apparently just parry everything. Apparently. And I will kill everything I can get my hands on. Because I need the heal. If I don't take damage, that is. Thankfully, for some reason, the enemies here don't deal nearly as much damage as the enemies in Dracula's castle. Okay, this is where the path diverges. However, I think I'll first take the upper one. I have a cocoon for you. Haha! Ooh, thanks for the food. Ow. I think I have a net positive on health currently. So that's not looking too bad. Cursed chest is a no. I also still have a flask right now that look at it. That was not great. Now my net positive is gone. I think I'll just have to actually drink here. I still do like the combination of just any kind of dot and Hokuto's bow. And yeah, being able to attack the parries from below instead of having to jump over them definitely helps me. Because that makes me... because that means I have less to think about whether or not I jump or parry. I can just parry all the time. Dodging creates a toxic cloud for 4 seconds, 2 times survival. I keep the projectile defense. A deployable. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, I mistimed my cocoon. Fortunately, I don't think I need it here anymore. It's already ready again anyway. Better shield. I think I'll take the victim's burn, cause enemies to bleed. Yeah. Clock tower. Unfortunately, it's cursed, and I kind of don't want that. So it's probably gonna be the sepulcher again. Perfect. Like Hokuto's bow and then like one single dot is generally enough to kill things. Lovely. I think I have basically depopulated this entire area. And then ran into an ambush. Thankful. Holy shit. That was a lot better than I anticipated it to be. So there's a shop, a scroll of power, and then down there is 2 exits, which I assume is gonna be the sepulchre and the cavern. The cavern has some of my least favorite enemies, which is why I kind of avoid it all the time. But yeah, the clock tower is the easiest among them. The cavern has some very annoying enemies. And then... Ow. Didn't pay attention to... That was really bad on my account. Dodged into him, basically. So you go to the sepulchre, which is incentivized, which makes sense considering I never go there. And the cavern, which is also cursed. Lovely! Sepulchre is done. I think I can spare its cocoon for a minute. Ooh, 26-minute door. A better cocoon. Are you better cocoon? More damage, definitely. Then damage and electrify targets, which I do with a Tesla turret. Spreads on flammable oil, doesn't really matter. Route to targets, doesn't really matter. But it has an additional one, so I'll take it. I don't think I'll make it to the sepulchre, so Fire Blast. Burns enemies in the ground, surface, and range. Inflicts critical hits when oil is present. I'm gonna try this probably in the future. Get me the misunderstood concierge outfit and start with the arbalesters. I don't think I'll make it to the sepulchre. That is my baseline. Oh well, that makes it a lot easier. Because fuck the fog. On the other hand, of course, the golden golems might very well just kill me. It's possible. Yeah, clean the vaults. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Just a massive elevator. 2,700. Did they increase the price? It's very rude of them. I feel like they should also still have blueprints for me, those goblins. I need... you know what? $6,000 in depth, but we can deal with that. Oh, I completely forgot. You just bring along the enemies of the areas I didn't go in. Yeah, I thought it was a rune. Look at this bow. Doing great work. At least I think it is. Is that a chicken? I did not like that floor, and there's a big boy. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to just use that immediately. Well, he's big now. Didn't help him. Oh, when the golden golem... Fuck. The golden golems are the problem. Well, everything at that point just deals a lot of damage. I don't think anything deals less than like 1,000 damage, which is like 1/10 of my health. Let's see what we have. None of those I like. So I'm gonna decide next time because, yeah, I can't really do anything for more than 2 hours. So for now, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice Saturday. Is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday. I hope you have a nice Saturday, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Goodbye.